is a generic question. If you have any generic question, you can ask it on the end. And while I'm taking a demo, if you have any queries on that demo, please don't hesitate to unmute yourself and tell me and ask me. Also, you can leave your chat. You can leave the questions in the chat. The demo completely, when I complete the demo, even you should also be easy to do that. Okay, so that is what the idea behind the demo. So I hope you all are ready. So this is the use case. So a large retailer is facing challenges with the frequent back orders on its online platform, which is causing customer dissatisfaction and potential loss of sales. So the retailer wants to understand the various factors that influence whether a product is likely to be in back order. So he has to understand whether the product will be in a back order or not. Okay, so this is what. So this is the scenario. So what should be the objective here? The primary objective is to minimize the back order by gaining insights into the demand patterns and inventory levels that will lead to stockouts and to improve accuracy of demand forecasting. So this is our highest objective of this particular scenario, this particular problem. So what we are going to use, the solution is key influencer. So in Power BI, this particular row we have, right? I'll show you in the Power BI as well. So this particular row completely is for AI visual. Okay, it is an artificial intelligence visual, but Power BI has already built in all the um, things which are required for this particular four visuals, and they have brought in into this visualization pane. So this will be the better solution for this particular scenario to understand what went wrong and how to make it better. So the key influencer visual will help you understand the factors that drive a metric you are interested in. It analyzes your data, it ranks the factors that matter and displays them as a key influencer. So when should we use key influencers? Key influencer is an AI visual. When should we use this? So if you want to discover and communicate the main drivers behind a specific business outcome, like product being on back order, that is what our case scenario, right? So if you wanted to discover and communicate that, or if you want to explore data to understand the relationship between the different influencing factors and the target variable, and if you wanted to compare the relative impact of different variables and outcome, and if you wanted to identify opportunities for operational improvements based on the insights. So if you have any one of these objective in your mind, then you can probably go into the key influencers. So we will just understand how we can use Clay Influencer. So just I'm going to launch, I have already launched my Power BI. So I have used this supply chain. Okay, so if you have Power BI, you can launch it. There is a sample data, financial data, which is available. If you wanted to try in that, you can also try that, or else just listen here, just understand how it works. Okay, so here, this is Power BI, and here you can see these all are the key in that is AI visuals. Okay, these five visuals are AI visuals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, five visuals. So AI based visuals, so which are already have its own uniqueness and its own importance. So this one is what the key influencer. This is what we are going to try today. This is a decomposition tree. This is Q&A and narrative, and finally metrics, which is a preview. So today we'll be understanding the key influencer, and if time permits, we will go with the Q&A. Okay. So just click on this key influencer. Before that, this is the data which we are going to try out. Okay. So this is the data we are going to check for the back orders, right? Supply analytics. We are going to check for the supply analytics. So let us first click on this key influencers. So once if you click the key influencers, you can see this particular visual which is added to your Power BI canvas. Okay, and this is your visual pane. Okay, this is the visual, and here you can see that you have three important categories which you have to add in order to visualize your data with key influencer. So the important two categories is what? Analyze. Okay, what you wanted to analyze. So that is very, very important. So you have to tell if what you, which dimension you wanted to investigate, that you have to move it to the data. You have to move it to the analyze. This you can see what drives a product to back order and or not on a back order. Okay, back order, not on a back order. That is what our case, right? Our use case. So you need a product field. So in the analyze field, we need a product field to be added. Okay. So you can see we have to add the product field to the analyze field. So you can see it is running some analysis. So whenever you add, it will show you the analysis will happen because it is an AI based visual. It will apply its own algorithm to match all your data, whatever you are bringing in. Okay, so I hope you all are fine till here. We just added a simple dimension to the analyze. That is, we have to analyze what are the products which are on back order. Okay, next one is explain by. Okay, so this is so if you can move the field that you think might influence the product into the explain field. So I have already made it as a folder. What are the attributes which influence this product? Okay, so explain by what? That you have to bring in. So I feel like these are the attributes which influence my product. Okay, so the demand type, forecast accuracy, forecast bias, and manufactured. So what I'll be doing is I'll be dragging and dropping it one by one. So just drag and drop the demand type to the explain by and see it is running some analysis for me based on the explain type. Okay, so it is showing some data for me, but I need almost all the influencers. Okay, so I'm just going to drag and drop the other fields as well. Forecast analysis, move it here. Again, it will run an analysis. It's not mandatory that you have to wait until it run your analysis. Okay, you can simply drag and drop it immediately. But I'm just showing you like how it is doing its magic. Okay, so you can just drag and drop whatever you require. I want all these influencers to be here. Okay, I just added everything here. Okay, I hope you all are good till now. Yes, if you have any queries still here, you can just unmute and talk to me, ask me, or else you can leave that query in the chat box. No worries, don't hesitate to ask your queries. So now this is your key influencer. Now your key influencer is here. Let us understand this one by one. So on the top, you can see two important tabs. Okay, key influencers and top segments. So you can select the tab to switch the views. Okay, let me just select these tabs. So this is key influencer tab. This is top segment tab. I will explain this, but this key influencers will show you the top contributors to the selected metrics. Okay, so what are the metrics we have selected and we have explained? We have added here for the explanation, right? So all these will be available here. Okay, and top segments, this top segments, once if you click on this top segments, this will shows you the top segments that contributes to the selected metric. So a segment, so here you can see that it's showing some segments. Okay, this is segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, segment 4, and segment 5. Okay, a segment is made up of a combination of values. We will look into it. So for example, one segment might be product who have been like this segment might be the product with the not in a back order. Okay, with the population count here. Okay, another segment. So it will be grouping it into a multiple segments. Okay, let us go to the key influencers here again. And under that, you can see some drop down, right? So this is the drop down box, the value of a metric under investigation. Okay, so let me just, I'm just going to switch between the data view. Okay, so we have a product in the analyze category, right? Let us go to the data view, okay, and see what is there in the product. Okay, so this is the product. Okay, this is the product which we have kept it under the analyze category, right? So it's not on a back order and back order. You have two important entry here. So if you just click here, you have two things. One is not on a back order and back order. So this drop down, once if you see here, you know, what you are bringing in under analyze category will be available in what influences the product. Okay, not on a back order and in a back order. So you can click here to see, you have two options here. Okay, so this is the metric value, that is a value which is not on a back order and the back order. Okay, and the third one, so this one we have looked into, and this is the second one, and this is the third one, when. Okay, this is like it helps you to interpret the visual in the left pane. So here you can interpret the visual. So here if you just click on any of this, okay, if I click on any of this will show you the visual for this particular category. Okay, you can just click on the next one. What is this? Okay, demand type is stable. Forecast accuracy is between 70 and 85 percentage. So it will show you the visual accordingly. Okay, so this is the left pane, we call the left pane, which contains one visual. In the case in the left pane shows the top influencers. Okay, so for not on back order, what are the top influencer? And if you switch between on back order, what is the top influencer? It will show you what is the influencer. On the right pane, you can see that you have the visual, okay, the column chart, which will display you the key influencer. Whatever you're selecting here on the left side, it will display you the key influencer. Sometimes, you know, based on your data, it will also show you the scatter plot. Okay, and based on the data, whatever we have pulled in inside this explained by, it will show you the bar graph. Okay, bar graph, whatever the graph which is really correct, exactly useful for you to visualize, that will be available here. Okay, so so here you can see there is an average, it automatically showing you the average value as well. Okay, so this is what the next one, which is an average line. So how the average line is calculated based on all possible values. Okay, so based on all the possible value, the calculation applies to the all the values in your on back order. Whatever the values you have in the back order, which are related to this particular data on the columns which you have, accordingly this average value will be calculated. Okay, so it is calculated by the AI visual algorithm, which is used when designing this particular key influencer. I hope I'm clear till now. If you have anything, just send me a message. And the final thing which you wanted to understand is what the checkbox. Okay. So here you can see, if you wanted to see only the value which really influence, you can select this box. Got it? So just click here, only show values that are influencers. Okay, so it filters out the visual in the right pane to only show values that are influencers for that field. Okay, in this field, it is showing you these are all the influencers. Okay, let us first understand this one. So what exactly influences? I am on the back order. Okay, I have selected on back order. What are the key values? What are the key things which are influencing my back order? Okay, so the first one, you can see that demand type is volatile, 2.32x. So how to interpret this? So when the demand type is volatile or high, okay, when the demand type is volatile and high price, a product is 2.32 times more likely to be on back order. than when the demand is non-volatile. So you can see when the demand is non-volatile, it's not giving much thing. But if the demand is volatile, it is giving me 2.3 times more likely to be on back order. Okay, even for volatile low price, you can see here this is a low price. This is low price volatile and this is the high price volatile, right? So low price volatile, a product is 2.14x times more likely to be on back order. Okay, I hope you understood this particular inference, how it is, because we are just checking for the back order, which is making me the highest back order. That is what we are checking here. Okay. And the third one is manufactured goods is less than 70 percentage. So manufactured good is another influencer here. When the percentage of manufactured goods is less than 70 percentage, a product is 1.73 times more likely to be on back order. Okay, which is less than 70 percentage. Then forecast bias is accurate. If the forecast bias is accurate, that is 5 percentage, between 5 percentage to minus 5 percentage, that is. Okay. A product is 1.50x times more likely to be on back order than when the forecast is inaccurate. So this is accurate. You have another option called inaccurate as well. So even if the forecast bias is accurate between this rate, it is 1.50 times more likely to be a back order. I hope I'm clear till this. Okay. Okay. The next one is the forecast accuracy is below 50 percentage. So even this has the similar effect. When the forecast accuracy is below 50 percentage, a product is 1.44 times more likely to be on back order. Okay. And finally, we can see that the demand type is no segment, and the demand type is growing. So this one has the 1.35 times likely to be back order, and demand type is growing is 1.27 times likely to be back order. Okay. So you can select every individual thing to see like how it affects. Okay, once if you hover over any of the bar, it will show you what is the demand type, what is the percentage is on back order, how much percentage you can see that it is back ordered, and count of a supply analytics which are under back order and which are like related to the demand type is volatile. Just keep your hover your mouse cursor, you can find more insights into this. Okay, and you can click on anything. Okay, you can just click on any influencer here where it will show you even more understanding about this every buzz. So what does it mean? What is a forecast bias? Okay, in forecast bias, since we have added that accurate, but apart from this, what we have consistent under 2 percentage, consistent over 20 percentage, sorry, consistent under 20 percentage, moderate under minus 5%, moderate under minus 5 percentage to 20 percentage, moderate over 5 percentage to 20 percentage. So it shows all these things. It's showing some more dashes and average line to make us understand better. Okay. So these are the influencers which you can find. So these are all the values which are there for demand type no segment. Okay. And once if you click, you can find more information about each and every influencers which really influence your product for back order. Likewise, you can also select this particular thing drop down to see which is not making you on back order. Okay, if you want to understand which is going well, not on a back order. So manufactured goods is greater than 100 percentage as 1.10 percentage times, sorry, 1.10 times not highly to be back order, not back ordered. Likewise, you have all the inferences. You can just click and understand how it works. So any doubt till this, you can ask me. I'll go to the top segments. This is key influencers. Any queries? Open to queries because this is the demo. So if you have any queries in the demo, please just let me know. Or else if I'm good to go, you can just give me a thumbs up so I can proceed further. Great. Thank you. So next one is the top segments. Okay, so you can see here, if you click on the second tab, you can find the top segments. Okay, so even here, you can just select this on back order. Accordingly, your segments will be changed. And if you just switch on to the next one, your segments will change. So here it has segmented your data into five parts. Okay, so the five segments it has segmented. So you can click on any segment. Okay, and see. You can click on any segment. So now you can see that this, I will show you the segment. So the segment one has a higher percentage of the products on a back order, which is 26.5 percentage. Okay, the segment one, I'll show you the segment one, 26.5 percentage compared to the segment 5, which is only 12.4 percentage with a larger population. So what is the population I'm talking about? Here you can see this is percentage product is on back order. What is the back order percentage? Under that you can see population count. Okay, based on how many data it is calculating this particular segment. So for 1825 population count, it is prone to be 26.5 percentage back order, whereas here I have 6,677 data, which is just showing 12.4 percentage back order. This suggests that segment 1 might be a cause for a concern as it has a higher percentage of products at risk of being out of stock. Okay, likewise, you can just compare, you can think. And also you have to think about the population size of each segment. So here you can see segment 5, despite it's having a low percentage, so you can either way think about it. Look, so despite it's at a lower percentage, okay, of products at risk of back order, has a larger population. Okay, that is 6,677 compared to the segment 1. This means that even though the percentage is lower, the number of products potentially affected in segment 5 might be higher due to the larger population size. Okay, so we can just click on this every segment to see how it works. So you can click here on the segment. You can see this is the segment 1. It has segmented based on the demand type, which is volatile, low price. Okay, and manufactured good is less than 70%. So the first one is the key influence, and second one is it has segmented based on it's like a bin, like we have come across the word called binning, right? So it has segmented based on a few important influencers. Okay, so here you can see it's a segment and it is showing that segment 1 is the demand type is what this, and manufactured good is less than 70 percentage. So in this particular segment, you can see that 26 percentage of product is on back order. This 15 percentage point is higher than the average 11.7. Okay, this is overall back order, and this is showing this for this specific but segment, you have 26.5 percentage higher back orders. Okay, and here you can see what is the data point, and Power BI has generated it with the chart. Okay, it is showing you the chart for that as well. And if you wanted to learn more about this particular insight, you can just click on learn more about this segment, where it will give you a detailed, it will analyze, it will run through the analysis, and it will give you a detailed um, write up for you, like what went wrong and what is this particular segment. It will show you like deep dive into the segment 1 to see what happens. So here you can see that between 50 percentage and 70 percentage. Okay, so what is the data which you have? Below that is between 50 percentage 70 percentage, below 50 percentage, and between 70 to 85 percentage. It is showing you like not which is not on back order and which is on back order. It is showing you the comparative chart. Okay, and also the count of a supply analysis, like how it goes. Okay, so it is showing you the comparing proportions. If you don't want this, you can just disable it, and it will show you a different set of proportions. So it will show you clearly like how what is the in detail understanding of this particular segment and how it is calculated. Okay, this is the forecast accuracy, how it has forecasted that. Just if you scroll down even more, you can see the forecast bias. Okay, so clearly it shows like what happens. So what is the records which falls under 5 percentage to minus 5 percentage of accuracy, consistency over 20 percentage, and everything based on our explained by. So whatever we have added in this explained by criteria category, like accordingly, it is showing you the results. This is for one segment. Okay, and if you click on further segments, you can see the segment 2 is categorized on four important things. So the demand type, which we have added for the explained by, this is forecast accuracy, which is also here, forecast bias, and manufactured goods. Okay, so the segments are automatically segmented based on the algorithm of the key influencers has been designed with. Okay, so the third segment is having only the three important dimensions, like a demand type is stable, which is a low price, demand type, which is not volatile and low price, and finally manufactured good is less than 70 percentage. And the 13.8 percentage, you can see what are the major dimensions which involved here, which are involved here. And finally 12.4 percentage, here you can find even more. Okay, likewise, you can also see that for not on back order, automatically it will segregate not on back order. What is the segment one? Okay, so the segment one, if you just open the segment one, you can see it is creating its own charts for that, and what are the dimensions which are really required for this demand segment one. Okay, segment one, what is the overall, what is the segment one percentage, and what is the overall percentage for that? And the segment and other things. So if you want to go deep dive into this particular segment as well, you can go that. Okay, so for key influencers, you have one more criteria here, category here, which is expand by. Usually, expand by is not a mandatory field to work with. So if you want any measure or any summarized field to be added, if you want to know with using any measures or summarized field, then you can use the expand by. So as of in my case, I don't want that, so I haven't used that. If you want, you can also try to use that and see how it works. So if something which is not relevant to this particular thing, so as I told like you can use the summarized field, but if it is not relevant to this particular key influencer, then this will not work. For example, I'll just show you. I'm going to just pull in something manufactured goods here. Okay, so in the left side, I'm just dragging and dropping it to the expand by. Let us see, it will not show you the result. Okay, so analyze is not summarized. The analysis always run the lowest level. Okay, so if this particular visual cannot accept that particular dimension or a measure you're trying to bring in, it will throw you an error. So don't worry, like what type of data to be used and how to be used and everything. Just add that and see. It's just a tool. You can just add that and see whether it works. Okay, you can just add it here and see. And for analyze, you can add only one dimension. or a measure. Okay, one dimension, you can add it in the analyze, because you have to analyze what. That is one. The explain by, you can add multiple things to be like whatever you wanted to add. If you want to add, you can add it. Even you can add a plant here. Further, it will run the analysis and it will give you the result for the plant. So it is also showing me in which plant the back order is higher. Okay, on plant Georgia, the back order is higher. Okay, which is 4.24x. And you can see that everything is changed like based on the plant. Okay, in which plant it is higher, and plant in Pennsylvania, and plant in Ohio, and then it is going towards with the demand type, volatile, and everything. Okay, so accordingly, like what really influencing your visual or your product, your exactly what you wanted to understand the inside, you can just go ahead and see how it works. Okay, I know this is afternoon, so many people will be of um, little drowsy. But anyhow, I just wanted to get some questions from you before moving it to the next visual. Any queries? Please ask me on the demo part. Comments also, chat also welcome. Please go ahead with the question before I move to the question and answers. Because finally, if we go to the if I go to the next visual, after the next visual, the previous questions you may forget. So anything, you can just unmute and ask me. Okay, fine. So this is all about the key influences. I hope I can go to the next one, right? Okay. So as I told, you can also see some more options here in the AI visual. That is, I'm going to use this Q&A visual. Okay. So here you can find this is a Q&A. Just click here. Your Q&A will be added in your visual pane. It is preparing the question and answers. It is preparing the question and answers for you. So once I added the Q&A, you can see that these are the questions you have. Okay. So what happens is what Q&A visual automatically brings in few questions for you. Okay. Q&A visual automatically brings in few questions for you based on the data which you have. Okay, so I have these data. Based on what data you have, accordingly, the Q&A visual will bring in. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can see what is the back order by back order percentage, demand type, top regions by back order, and you can also see show all suggestions. You can find various suggestions here. Okay, so let us click on any one of the tile. Okay, so here it is showing these are the questions you can ask. Okay, it has by default it has created your own questions. So just click on any one, and if you just press enter, it will show 1 minute. I think it is generating. It is, yes. So this creating the visual for us. Okay, so this is how the Q&A visual works. Like if, for example, where this Q&A visual will really work, you have already generated few reports. Okay, and you feel like, okay, few somebody may have another few more questions to be displayed over there, but we cannot bring in all the visuals into a single tile, right? So in that case, you can bring in this Q&A visual. Okay, so this Q&A visual will definitely help you. Even if you wanted to understand like what type of graph you wanted to create it and what type of question or for what for any specific scenario or challenges, what type of decisions you have to make it. Okay, so that is possible with Q&A visual. Okay, so you can just again, if you just click on this and if you want this, you can just keep it as such. You can close this. If you just click on this close, it will show you some more options here, like what you wanted to add it. So show the product availability and brands. So here you have region. If you want, if you start typing something, okay. If I wanted to you want to start typing something. For example, back order. So once if I start typing something, it is showing all the possible attributes which I have. Okay, back order. What you wanted to find? Back order, back order percentage on back order. Okay, and show me more. So okay, I'm just going with back order by region. Okay, I'm just clicking black. Even I didn't press enter. You can see it has generated some table for me. Okay, back order by region. And if, because since back order, I think there is some attributes called back order. So I'm just going with back order percentage by region. It is showing me a different visual. Okay, so you can write, if for example, a back order by region as 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 a as is a keyword. If you wanted to change the visual to something else, okay, because since it is showing me a bar graph, if I want to change this to something else, okay, then I can use this as what I want this as a card. So it is showing me the back order percentage by region in a card. Okay, so likewise you can just try. For example, you can even type like back order percentage for what, for region. If we know any region specifically, for region Midwest. Okay, so I'm just trying to bring in back order percentage for region Midwest. So it will show you what is the back order percentage for the region Midwest. So if we have any other questions to ask, for example, top okay, back order percentage. Top five. So how, like how we interact with the chat GPT, right? Chat GPT or any other LLMs, likewise we have to interact. Okay. Top five back order percentage by region. Okay. So likewise, like by region or by products available. Okay, by product type. Okay. So it will just show you like how you wanted to interact with that and what type of visual you wanted to get. You can add it. So this is what the show products. Okay, like what are the other possible visual you can create it, that it is showing you more information about the back orders. Sorry, by the Q&A. Okay, so this is what happening here. What is actually happening here? So you can just click on this. Okay, if you just click on this gear icon, I'll just show you where the gear icon is. This is what the gear icon, okay, settings icon. If you just click on this, you can just, it will take you to this particular window. Okay, so whenever you select that Q&A, whenever you selecting that Q&A, what happens is what, Power BI, that Q&A visual, AI visual will automatically understand, and it will give you, it will suggest you few questions or few visuals which you can use it for your data. Okay, so it will give you some inbuilt suggestions for you. So here you can see these are the synonyms. So if you just click on this synonyms, you can find the thing which is already added. Okay, so let us have a deep look into it. This is a tables and fields. You can see what are the tables and fields available here. So this is back order percentage, percentage and back order. So you can find more fields into it. Okay. So it will, because since it's a AI visual, it will understand few fields and the few tables and keep it, and it will show you some suggestions for you. Okay. And you can see here that what are the approved synonyms. Like when we type here, right? I'm just closing this to see. So when you start typing here, okay, it is showing something, right? Back order percentage. So this is what the approved synonyms. So something which is approved by, and it is showing whenever you type back order, it is showing you some suggestions for you. So back order percentage is the approved synonym. If you wanted to add more thing, you can add it. Okay, BCK. If even if I type BCK, it should show something for me. Okay, I have added BCK. So if you want to add more BCK PER, back order percentage, if you want to add BCK PER, you can also add that. So this is what the approved synonyms. And whenever you type something, it is showing you the suggestions. Okay, once if you type back order, it is showing you back order ratio, back order measurement, back order calculation, instructions, and you can see 5 more options available here, which are which are created, which are already created when you click on this Q&A visual. So you can also see that there is an option called include. Okay, if you just disable it, no, if you just toggle this back, this will not be included. You cannot see or any of these suggestions into the Q&A visual. Okay. Likewise, if you wanted to add more synonyms, you can click on the add more synonyms, add synonyms, then you can type and add your own synonyms to this. For example, if you are typing in the Q&A visual and you couldn't see what you expect to come there, okay, like any other field or any other thing which is not available there, you are free to add some synonyms for you. Okay, it will suggest. Okay, and since you can see this is actually a preview feature, and few things which we cannot do it directly because it's a preview feature. Okay, just scroll down here, you can see few things, few fields and tables which by default will be disabled. Okay, month, all the things which are related to the month which are disabled. If you wanted to add it, you can just enable it. If you want to add, you can enable that as well. Okay. So this is for supply analytics. You can see these are the fields which we have, and it has added everything here. Okay, and if you wanted to add more, you can also see, like you can add more synonyms to that. So this is how you can set up the Q&A visual. So here on the left side, you can see various Q&A setup. Okay, the very first one is what the getting started, which is where it shows all the things, whatever you can see. Okay, the synonyms, review question, teach Q&A. If you want to teach a Q&A, you can also do that. And suggest questions. If you want to suggest any questions, you can also do that. If you go to the relationship, you can see. Okay, so multiple retailers, retail supply analytics, how the back orders and regions. So how this relationship is little different than actually what we will do in the modeling part. Okay, it is trying to relate the questions which is expected from your end. Okay, so accordingly, it has created its own relationship. You can even create a new relationship. Okay, so that is also possible. And then teach Q&A. You can also teach Q&A how it should be. Okay, so if someone is writing something like how in which language you will be writing it. Okay, back refers to, if you just type back, then it should refers to back order. Okay, likewise, you can just teach Q&A, like once if you type back, it will automatically show you back order. Okay, likewise, you can just try to teach that how you will talk to the Q&A. And these are all the review questions. Okay, so the data set don't have the review questions. If you wanted to choose any different data set, you can also do that. Okay, and if you wanted to reorder any questions, so this requires even more understanding of the synonyms and everything. So this is how your Q&A visual basically works. Okay, so this and if you wanted to like how you interact accordingly, it will give you the result. So what type of question you wanted to ask? Okay, so see, I have typed back order back. It is showing me the back order. And if you wanted to display something, some other visual, then you have to tell as. Okay, so how you interact with this Q&A accordingly, it will give you the result. Okay, even here you can go and click on adding visuals, which will show you the visuals here. If you wanted to add more questions to your data, then you can add more questions to that. Okay, any queries here?
Hi Gomati, this is
Yeah,
Bhargav here.
hi, please tell me.
Yeah. First of all, thanks for this
Thank you.
session. It is very interactive and very useful. So my question, when we are searching the Q&A, so it's automatically taking the what horizontal bar chart, right? So is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
we manually did the setting that it should show in the form of horizontal bar chart, or it's automatically showing that chart? It's
It
taking
is automatically showing that start chat. Mm.
So instead of this bar chart, why it is not showing in the form of pie chart or in the form of line chart?
No, by default, the AI visual, that is a Q&A, this Q&A is designed like that, okay, which is default form of bar chart. So if you want anything specifically, because this question I know it will arise, so that is why I told you, if you wanted to make it in a different chart, then you can use as. Okay, if you feel like, no, I don't want this chart, I want a different one, then you can use as pie or as table. If you want it as a table, then you can go ahead with as pie or as. As is a keyword which if you wanted to display it in a different format.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
it's a default one while designing this Q&A thing, no, like while training the Q&A, it has been built like that.
okay. So one more question is these visuals will be available for all the users who is using the Power BI, or it's specifically we need to.
No, it's
Uh,
available. Like previously, it is only available for those who are using premium thing. But now it is available for, I think if you, as I told, this is in a preview features, like you can also see that.
yeah,
You can check, you can launch and check if it is not available, like you have to go and do this. Okay, so I'll just show you how to do that. Go to the file and you can find the options and settings here. Okay, you have to update your Power BI. So go to the options and settings, click on this options. It will take you, it will, 1 minute, it is just opening. Yeah. So here you can see the preview features. Okay. You have an option called preview features here. So click that preview features and check whether this Q&A, everything is enabled. Okay. Q&A for live connected analysis and services. Um, so most probably we will not be enabling this improve Q&A with Copilot. Okay, so just all the preview features you can enable only through this option. Go to the file, you have to go to the file and you have to select the options and settings, go to the options, then click on this preview feature and see which is not like enabled. So I haven't enabled this yet. It's already released. I haven't visual calculation. So I have to enable this, and once you enable this, relaunch it. Okay, immediately you cannot see the those visuals there. So you have to if whatever you have done, just to save it and relaunch it so that you can see that this visual is appearing on your screen. So this is the one. And if you are going to download your Power BI, okay, if you are going to after this session only, if you are planning to download it, I recommend you to download it from the Windows Play Store. Okay, Windows Store. Okay, so why I'm asking you to download it from the Microsoft Store, because this is live. It will be connected, like it will be lively connected, and all the updates will be automatically reflected in back to your Power BI. Whereas If you're downloading it as a tool from Microsoft, no, like it won't, like a few things you wanted to do it manually, okay, you can just go and type it here, Power BI desktop. Sorry, I have clicked Power BI reports. Just go and type Power BI desktop, you can download it. Okay, it's a report builder, I'm sorry. Power BI. So you can use this Power BI desktop. Okay, so try to install from here, not from the tool which is available over there. So this two things, if it is not available, if you cannot see any of these visuals, please go and check the options and settings. If you want me to show it again, like where to go and check that, please let me know. I will show it again. I
Yeah.
hope I answered your query. Yeah,
Yes, yes, Govati. Yeah, thanks for that.
thank you.
Yeah, similarly, like the preview features which you have showed, so it is same
Okay.
like same in the Power Apps also it is same like that only. So in order to use some features which are in preview mode, so that we need to select manually. So
Okay.
the same
Yes.
UI that we can find it in the Power Apps
Yes.
also.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Govati. Thanks for the
Thank you.
clarifying these thoughts. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. I have one more. Will the AI visualization again have tokenization and it cost as we have in Azure Open AI or just Azure AI, or it's completely different? So this here we haven't connected with Azure. Okay, so this is completely into the Power BI. Probably in the future they may integrate with Azure. I'm not sure, but as of now, no Open AI, no cost for this. You can directly use it, Sridevi. I hope I answered your question. Okay, so you have few consideration. I will come back to the question and answers. You have few considerations while using the key influencers. Okay, so the direct query is not supported in key influencers, and you cannot use it from the web service like service Power BI service. Okay, and SharePoint online embedding is not possible with the key influencers. Okay, and Q&A which is available in Power BI services as well. I hope you all know the Power BI services. If you want to understand, please let me know. If anybody don't know, please let me know. I can show you. Um, so that is what the Q&A is available over there in the services as well. You can use it. Key influences, you have to create it in Power BI desktop and take it forward to your Power BI services. Okay, so yes, in the scenario what the retailers, okay, we have utilizes the key influencers visual, like how to identify and address the root cause of a back order, and which this will really empower the data decision makers to make the data driven decisions, which can improve inventory management, enhance customer satisfaction, and optimize the supply chain to mitigate a risk of future back orders. And now it's open to Q&A. Any questions if you have, you can ask me.
Hi guys, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself. You can speak.
Yes. Any you can unmute and talk. If you can't talk, please send a chat. I'll be here to assist you. We have two more visuals here, which we will look in like we in a future session we can discuss about this. That is a decomposition tree, which is also another important visual, AI visual, which everyone should know. And this is a narrative. Okay, this is also another important AI visual, which you can find it in the Power BI. So even if you don't have any queries, and but in the future, if you are getting any query on the Q&A or key influencer or anything related to Power BI, please don't hesitate to ask me. This is my LinkedIn ID. You can connect and you can ask any questions related to that. Thank you, Arav Shukla, Dhruvin Shah, and for the Global AI Bootcamp community and Delhi community for this wonderful opportunity. It's a great platform to showcase the skills and connect with everyone.
Yes. Thank you, Gomati. Thank you so much. It's a very wonderful interactive session.
Thank you. I can
Thanks,
wait
guys.
if
Yeah.
you have any queries. Okay, I will wait for another 15 to 20 minutes. If anyone is having question, please leave that in the chat and give the way for the next speakers probably.
Yeah. This is the last session,
Okay,
Gomati.
then I can wait.
Yeah.